So the very first section of the offer has to do with the parties involved. And you have a lot of tools at your fingertips. You can go online, you can go onto the local GIS site for your city, you can plug in the real estate address, and you can see who the city has named as the owner of the property to make sure that you're making your offer to the right person. You want to make sure in this section that you properly list your own name. Spelling really matters here. This is the only document that the seller's attorney is going to rely on in order to draft documents, including the deed that's going to be transferred into your name. So you want to make sure that you don't use any nicknames, that your names are spelled correctly. And I would also say here that it's really important if you're married that you include your spouse in the offer. Sometimes one of the two people involved in purchasing a property will take on the lead role. And sometimes that includes signing the offer. And one of the two parties, sometimes a husband and wife or partners, someone is going to have been told that they have very good credit and they're just going to run for this, run with it on their credit and just use their name. And part of what we try to do is we want to make sure that we're thinking long term here. And if it's a married couple, we really want both names on the deed. So we're going to want both parties to be on that offer. And we want to make sure, again, names are spelled correctly. If someone's a junior or senior, we want to include that. And we also want to make sure we've identified the seller properly as well. In this section, the other parties that are going to be named are the real estate brokers and the escrow agent. Typically, the listing agent or the seller's agent is going to be the escrow agent. And that pretty much wraps up the first paragraph. It's really about properly naming the parties and making sure that we're taking into consideration our spouse or significant other if we have a partner that's in on the transaction.